Hey everybody, it's me, Arlene, Delicious Delights. So I think I will just continue on with the chit chat videos. I have my list of topics here that were submitted from you guys, and I also have my random number generator here. So let's choose a topic for today. But before I begin, let me know your scent of the day down in the comments. My scent of the day is actually something that I have not worn in a long time, and also one that I haven't spoken about in a long time. It's Moon Carnival from Vilhelm Perfumerie. This is definitely an underrated scent. It is a beautiful, delicious, creamy, floral, sweet scent. I'm reminded of banana peels and banana fruit as well. It has that very creamy, delicious banana-ish texture to it. There's like extra sweetness in here. I can't remember the notes in here, but like a sweet vanilla, banana, creamy floral, maybe jasmine in here too, probably tuberose as well. But I really adore this scent. I'm not really sure why it doesn't get the attention it deserves, though, in my opinion. When it comes to Vilhelm Perfumerie, I would say the most popular ones would be Mango Skin, and that is my favorite Vilhelm Perfumerie scent and my favorite mango perfume. But there's also Poets of Berlin that I also enjoy, and Dear Polly is also a nice one, and Morning Chess. I have been wearing that one as well lately. I love that one too. But yeah, this is my scent of the day. The very underrated, underappreciated, in my personal opinion, Moon Carnival EDP. Okay, so now let's choose a topic for today. Let's choose a number. It says number 5 here, which corresponds to feeling burned out on all of the new releases. So it's not really a question, but maybe just a topic that I should talk about. And I think that many of us would probably or can relate to this, just feeling burned out with all of the new perfumes that are being pushed out at us at a very high speed. It's absolutely nuts. It's impossible, pretty much, I think, to keep up with everything that's been going on, everything that's been being released. So I guess at this point, for me personally, what I do is I still keep my radar open on for new perfumes, but I'm very selective at which are the ones that I'm personally most interested in, also the ones that I think you guys would be interested in the most as well. For those of you who are new here, I also do some new release videos from time to time, just pretty much announcing or mentioning perfumes that are new and ones that I think that would be more popular to or worth mentioning, in my opinion. There are so many new perfume houses, new companies, and Middle Eastern scents are just blowing up, you guys. I know it's always been a popular thing. When I first started in this hobby, I knew of them, but it was kind of under the radar. But nowadays, yeah, all I hear about, or I hear a lot about Middle Eastern scents, and of course, a lot of them are inspired by other popular perfumes. When it comes to Middle Eastern scents, there are a few that I'm mostly interested in. There's that new collection from Lattafa. I think it's called the Gourmand collection, if I'm not mistaken, and the bottles are shaped like very cute, cartoony, colorful cupcakes. So I would love to give those a try. I have been looking for samples of those ones actually, and I haven't seen them yet online, but I do want to talk about also the prices of the samples of Middle Eastern scents. Let me check online here what's the current price, but when I looked last, it was like €4 or $4.50 for a sample, like a 2 ml sample of a Middle Eastern scent, which is a lot because we can find Middle Eastern scents online on different websites from, around 20, 30, sometimes 40, sometimes more. There's also a lot cheaper ones too as well that are under 10 euros. But let's see here. Okay, so I found some here samples from Lattafa, and they're charging $4.50 per sample. I didn't go through the entire list, but the one that I was interested in here is $4.50 for the Eclaire Banoffi. And there's another one called Eclaire Pistachio. I think that's what it's called. Flanker of Eclaire, and it's $4.50, which is crazy because the bottle is like, let's see here. It's on sale here for $29.99, and so the sample is $4.50, which is crazy to me. And you know, with niche perfume samples, you can get it for around that same price as well, for a sample for around 4 or 5 euros or something like that. So yeah, charging that much for a sample turns me off to trying it to begin with. It makes me almost want to blind buy the scent itself and just see how it goes and hope for the best. That being said, I did just make a blind buy of a few Middle Eastern scents, so I'll be unboxing those sometime in the near future. But back to the topic, getting off topic here, of feeling burned out on all the new releases. Yes, I do feel burned out from time to time, and I have mentioned this in a previous video as well. And what I do is just take a break. I mean, every year I've been taking breaks here and there, sometimes longer breaks, a month or longer, sometimes shorter breaks. Maybe even just a few days is what I need to kind of reset myself and reset my nose. But I think that with any hobby, we need breaks just to, you know, give ourselves some space. Sometimes it feels like a lot with all of the new releases. And of course, if you go onto any social media, there's reviews, there's advertisements, there's just so much going on and a lot of hype and all that stuff. And it can feel overwhelming, but sometimes it's okay to just like put everything aside and focus on something else, a different hobby, something that's important to you. And then when you come back, you come with a renewed interest or just a new fresh look or a fresh nose when it comes to perfume. I'm curious, do you guys feel burned out when it comes to perfumes? If you do, how do you deal with it? I personally, I don't think I'll ever get sick of perfumes for the rest of my life. This is a hobby I could see myself having forever while I'm here. And then I also can see myself taking breaks in between, also with filming too. I can also pre-record stuff just to keep it going on this channel. And but for the most part, I love this hobby and I can't see myself stopping with this hobby. And for those times where I do feel overwhelmed, then it's okay just to take a step back. And that pretty much goes for any hobby. I think it's okay to just step back, take a break, and come back when you're ready for it. So let's see here. I'm going to check on Parfumo.net to see how many new releases have been released in 2025 so far. Wow, okay. So according to Parfumo, 8,600 perfumes have been released so far in the year. And I'm guessing there's probably more that aren't even on this database. So 8,600. Let's go back to let's go back to 1990, see how many perfumes released. 284 perfumes released in 1990. Let's fast forward to year 2000, 705 new perfumes in that year. And then in 2010, 2,411. And then let's go to 2020, more than doubled, 5,405 perfumes released that year, according to this database. And so back to 2025, 8,600. So Yeah, I guess at some point, it's just way too much. I'm just so curious how things will evolve. Like, let's even say 5 or 10 years from now, is it going to be double this number at like 16,000 new perfumes? It's kind of ridiculous at this point. So we have to be selective of which are the ones we're most curious about, I think. But I'm going to say or predict that at some point, it'll hit like the highest like peak and maybe stay there for a while, and then it might do like a nosedive because it will just be too much for everyone. Like, how many perfumes can be released in a year before it starts backfiring on the companies and also the people, the enthusiasts as well? I think some people might even be feeling turned off or just too overwhelmed that they just like stop the hobby altogether. We'll have to see, but I'm gonna guess that at some point it will reach a peak and then it'll do like a nosedive, or maybe even just like a slow decrease with the number of perfumes. But 8,600 in perfumes, new releases for 2025 so far is just insane. Really, really insane, I think. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this chit chat video. I do plan on doing more of these throughout, continuing forward. Thank you so much again for the suggestions for topics and questions. If you guys have any other questions you'd like to ask, just let me know down in the comments, or you can email me or send me a private message or something like that. So thanks so much for tuning in today. I really appreciate it. I'll see you very soon in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.